Alright, good morning. It is Wednesday morning, and I am on the beginning of my bike ride. Headed out, well, I'm on the coast road, but I'm not to the coast yet. Been underway about 2 hours and 40 minutes, got 15 miles in. We are looking at Bahia, La Ventana. There's my house somewhere. And that's Agua Amarga, bitter water, San Pedro. In the end, I'll be coming down that arroyo. If I complete this ride, I'll be coming down that arroyo from that mountain range, which is the Cacachilis mountain range. And in some ways, the beginning of this ride is the hardest part because there's not a really good route from the house to here, to this road, which begins right down there. So, as usual, I tried to find a new way today, which led to lots of pushing, and I even pushing in a sandy arroyo, and I even got lost a little bit. But, you know, it's alright. I've been lucky with the weather. The sun just kind of came out. It's been high cloud cover, so it's been cool, kind of shady. Now it's going to start getting warm. There's no wind, not a breeze. The hill is steep and rocky. I'm doing more pushing than I did 2 years ago, or a little less than 2 years ago when Joanna and I did this. And when the bike is loaded the same, might even be a little bit lighter because I'm not carrying as much water because there's only one of us. But I'm older and my knees are worse, and I've had a failed knee surgery since last time, and my left knee is already killing me. It's the one I twisted kiting last week. But anyway, I will continue on. Don't expect a lot of videos because it takes time to stop, do these, and I don't want to waste any time. But anyway, that's where I'm at. Talk to you later. Bye. Alright, about 45 minutes or something later than the last video, day 1, video 2. I made it to the coast, part of the coast road. The sea is maybe flatter than I've ever seen it. Except when I'm out trying to sail, sometimes it's this flat. But from this point, I've never seen it this flat. That's Bahia de los Muertos. Developers want to call it Los Sueños. Sailors will always know it as Los Muertos. I'm going down there. The road gets flat. See that boat? Just to the left of that boat, there's a point. It's a little point, not the big one. That's where the road gets flat. It's ups and downs between here and there. And I've never seen these hills so green, now that I think about it. So a couple of people told me to have fun on this ride last night. I don't really know how to, I don't know if fun is the right word. But I did just have fun coming down these hills. So yeah, I'm having fun. See ya. This is where the road turns flattish. Yoo-hoo! Buenos noches. I know it's dark. It's not dark for me, but it's dark for you guys. It's almost dark for me. I'm at Playa La Ribera. The beach, the beautiful beach. The beautiful community town beach. It's manicured. It's got palapas here. I'm gonna turn on my headlight. The sun set an hour ago. There's the moon. There's a star. There's another star. Here. Does that help? There. Look at that. Oop. There's my bike. There's my palapa. There's my bed. Here's a beautiful manicured beach. They tow something on this to flatten it out, which makes it great sleeping. there's the Sea of Cortez out there. Take my word for it, I just went swimming. Had a nice dinner at a restaurant up in town. And I think I rode like 55 miles today. And so I'm on the same pace as Joanna and I were, so I'm gonna have to pick it up tomorrow. We'll see. Tomorrow's tough, I remember that. We only rode like 25 miles last time on day 2. So I'll try and close to double it. If I doubled it, I'd be in San Jose del Cabo tomorrow, and I really don't want to be in San Jose del Cabo tomorrow because I want to be camping. I don't want to get a hotel room, so I think I'll, if I get far, whatever, I'll just get close. I'm gonna get to San Jose, hopefully San Jose, and head into stop at a store, provision, head into Sierra de Laguna on the way to Todos Santos. Hopefully, I don't know. But today was a good day. My aches and pains are gone. Typical situation with me. The harder I push, the better I feel. So I pushed hard today. And of course I did have 3 beers at dinner, and I just had I bought there happened to be a store right across the street from the restaurant. So I got a bottle of tequila and some limes, and I brought my knife. So, you know, I'm partying. Had some nightcaps here because it's getting dark, and once it's dark there ain't much to do, so I'll get a good night's sleep, which I didn't get last night. And the sun is going to come up over there. I'm looking east in the morning, and it's going to wake me up because that's what happens here. I slept on this beach before, and that's what happens. So that's good. I'll be up with the sun, pack up camp, and I think I'm good to ride on to Cabo Pomo. I think there's going to be a little store there because I'm going to have to buy water, and I guess water mostly, before I head into the mountains, because tomorrow I head into the mountains, and there ain't nothing up there. Nothing but cows. So that I'm not going to butcher a cow and have a barbecue. That ain't going to happen. But I need water. I got a stove. I got a gasoline powered stove. I got gasoline, and I got freeze-dried food, so I need water. And then I can eat tomorrow night. And of course I'll have some of this tequila left. I'm not going to drink the whole thing right now. I don't think. I don't know. No, I'm not. But so hopefully there's a store in Cabo Pomo, because I don't think there is in Las Frailes. I turn right shortly after Las Frailes and head up into the mountains. And then last year we kind of stopped at almost the top of the mountains and camped. Joanna and I, or almost 2 years ago. Well, it was in March, and this is December. So, you know, almost 2 years ago, but not quite. But that was as far as we could get that day. We were both done. But I'm going to try and get further tomorrow, closer to San Jose del Cabo, and camp out outside of town, and then just make a run through there and not spend the night there. Do a store stop, and head into the Sierra de Laguna north of San Jose del Cabo, because that area is freaking beautiful. And I'll just find a place to camp, and that'll be great. And then if all goes well, the next day I'll be in Todos Santos. Hola. And here goes a guy thinking I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself. So that's what's happening here. And wish you were here, kind of. I don't mind being alone too much. I wish Dory was here, because she'd be running around this beach having a good old time. And I wish Joanne was here, because she'd be yelling at Dory. And that entertains me. So anyway, that's what I'm doing on this Wednesday night. And see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Buenos dias. So here we are in In La Ribera. It's early. I don't know what time. I forgot to look. But the sun just came up. I am packed up and ready to go. So off to Cabo Pomo, then Las Frailes, and then up into the mountains. I need water, and I'm running out of electricity to charge my phone. The front hub on the front wheel is a generator, but I have not been going fast enough to make power. So hopefully I'll go faster today, but I don't think so. As I remember, it's a sandy road out of here, which means slow going. And then I'll be climbing mountains, which means even slower going. But anyway, see what we can do. Later. Have a good one. Bye. So there is some pavement on this ride. I'm on the way to Cabo. I think I'm about 7 or 8 miles away. And I stopped before I got on the pavement and put more air in the tires, so we're rolling along. A little quieter. Oh, there's the road. Looks like there's a little climb coming up. Anyway, all systems are go. My shrimp nachos I had for dinner seem to be working. I got, see this bottle there? I didn't want to fire up the stove this morning, so I took one of those Starbucks instant coffee straws and just put it in cold water. Hey man, I think I like it better than the coffee, or the hot coffee. It's cold coffee. I like it. And I got a full bottle of water and half a bottle, 2/3 of a bottle of Gatorade. So in like at the most 8, 9 miles to go, I think 7 or 8. That's where I'm at. Here I'm gonna try and turn the phone around and get a picture of me. Hold on. I don't know how that turned out. Probably got my finger or something. Oh, there's the Sea of Cortez. All right. Good morning. Hi, Juan. Las Frailes. See the boats? One of the two good anchorages between San Jose del Cabo and La Paz that are protected from the north. This one in Los Muertos, which we saw yesterday. So shortly I turn right and head into the mountains forever. It's hot. People camped out in this arroyo. I've only been here once before, but there wasn't anybody camped there. And the beach is busy and there's a lot of boats. Buenas tardes. Okay, this is my turn. I'm headed into the mountains. This little video is for people that think you can do this on narrow tires. A lot of this track, this course is like this here. So this particular road, it's like this till you get to an elevation of either 500 or 700 feet, I can't remember, and then it goes to hard packed dirt. But this is uphill for either 500 or 700 feet, and it's deep sand. So make your own choices. I like fat tires. This is my camp spot for tonight. I got this. I really want to get ahead of our time that Joanne and I did this. So I think I'm about 5 miles further up down the road than we made it. a little less than 2 years ago. Freaking brutal. Good job, Joanne, doing this thing. I'm having a hard time believing you did it because this is freaking brutal. I think today, day 2 for us, and the day out of Todos Santos, climbing back up to El Triunfo, are the 2 hardest days. And I'll report back later if I still feel that way, which one's harder. But I got about, I don't know, my phone's dying. I probably won't have navigation tomorrow. But this day 3, which I started on today, about 5 miles into it or something, is 1,300 feet of climbing right off the bat. And then it's mostly downhill all the way to San Jose del Cabo. So I only have like 22 miles to go. And I think should only have like 800 feet to climb in the morning. I guess those mountains right there and the ones behind it we can't see because the earth is round, no matter what they say. And then it's downhill. So theoretically, I'll be able to charge my battery, charge my phone, because I'll be going faster. And but I couldn't not take this video. If I get lost out here and never seen from again, that's why. When you see this video and I find my phone in 100 years, I am well off the road. The road's right there, and I can see the road. There's the road, and there's the road. I haven't seen another vehicle on this road all day, so. All right, hope you're having a good one, and see you sometime tomorrow, I hope. Bye. Buenos dias. That is the San Jose del Cabo Aeropuerto, where people fly into Cabo San Lucas. And those are the mountains that I'm headed into probably this afternoon. It's 10 in the morning. I am almost done with this section, which ends in San Jose del Cabo. The next section heads into the Sierra de Laguna, which is those mountains. And as I said in last night's video, I woke up this morning and turned on the phone. I turned it off last night and I had a 1% charge, but now I have a 40% charge. This is going to take about 10% making this video. My backup battery is dead. So I'm making electricity with my hub. My front hub is a generator. When I go fast enough, it makes power. So I've made enough to get 40% back in my phone, but I'm going to have to find a place to charge up both my phone and my battery before I leave San Jose del Cabo. And man, that might mean getting a room for the night, which I don't really want to do. I want to make time on this, and so far I'm on the same pace as Joanne and I. Oh, and I keep saying that was almost 2 years ago. No, it was almost 3 years ago, because we did it in April of 19. So that's April of 20, April of 21, and we're coming up on April 22. So yeah, almost 3 years. So I'm kind of happy because I'm obviously in worse shape this trip than I was then. I'm doing way more pushing. I'm slightly ahead of the time schedule, but it's not going to make any difference if I stop here tonight. Then I'm going to be even again. Anyway, yesterday was a bitch. Sand, 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 and climb, 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 climb. Sand, sand, sand. Anyway, I gotta say battery. See you later. Bye. Put some miles on today. That's the Pacific Ocean down there. Joanne made a video from this spot. I came rolling up. She was ahead of me. I came rolling up and I go, "Is this our camping spot?" And we didn't stay here that night because it was too early in the day to quit. But you know what? It ain't too early right now. So I think I might call this good, except I just noticed, I don't know if you can see them, there's a bunch of ants. So I'll look around. But anyway, that's our road. The road to Todos Santos. We're about 34 miles. 34 miles from Todos Santos. I believe I can see Pescadero. I see buildings on the beach down there. So, yeah, there's ants here. Yeah, they're all over. So, I'm 7.3 miles from the place Joanna and I camped last time. Down the flats down there. It's all downhill, almost. So, there was no ants. So, I guess I'll go there. I don't like how this is right on the road anyway. So, once again, this awesome spot is not going to work out. But, yeah, if I end up at that same spot tonight as we were almost 3 years ago, I will have added, I'll be a whole day ahead on the timeline. So I've done it. Can I keep it up? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this is, I believe it's Friday, and I started on Wednesday, so day 3. I'll be in Todos Santos tomorrow. And I don't think I can do Todos Santos to home in one day because I got to go back over this mountain range. But we'll see. Y'all have a nice night now. Happy Friday. Hey, I was wrong. This is the spot. That other one's a quarter mile up the hill. This is the spot. And there's only one little ant thing right there. I just got to kick some cow patties out of the way. Yeah, it had a fire pit, so this is what's left of the fire pit. I don't see any ants over here. So I think this is where I spend the night. Got some chairs I can sit on, which, believe me, is nice to have chairs. Even if the upholstery is Fred Flintstone style. And there's the road, and there's the ocean, and here we are. Good night. Salud. I had the phone turned off. It took a while to come on. I'm at the same spot you saw me in the last video. I just am sitting here drinking my tequila I bought around noon in Salado, Cabo, and you can see I'm about half through the bottle. But I have one more slice of lime, and I have a whole nother lime, so I might finish that bottle tonight. But I didn't finish that other one. Well, anyway, I did finish. I didn't waste any tequila, rest assured. This video is about how beautiful this place is. And it's funny that when I've been to Scotland once, it's where my ancestors are from, and it reminded me of Baja. It reminded me of this bike ride, being in Scotland. We did some bike riding there, Joanne and I. And so I was just sitting here thinking about how now Baja reminds me of Scotland. Thinking about our host there, Simon, who loaned us some bikes that we could, so the ride over there. But you guys can't hear the music that's going on, I don't think. But there's cowbells and goat bells all over these mountains. Everywhere you look. Well, you got to look pretty hard because they hide. But unless they're in the road, and then they run right in front of you. And then they stop and they turn around and they look back. Oh, he's still behind us. And they keep running on the road. Like, they don't realize that I'm on the road and that's where I'm going to be, so you might want to get off the road if you're afraid. I kind of wish they'd just stay still and when they go by. I asked one cow for a hug today and I didn't get it. I could have used a little animal loving climbing over this freaking mountain range. But I'm on the other side now. That's the Pacific Ocean, as I pointed out earlier, and that's the sun going down to the west. But I'm going to hear this music. It's non-stop. I'm going to hear it all night long, and I love it. And I realized, I think yesterday, that I've been here riding a bike around Baja long enough, 3 or 4 years, long enough to, I can differentiate between a cowbell and a goat bell. So I think that's kind of a, I don't know, 3rd grade for a Mexican kid, maybe 2nd, I don't know. And they can tell the difference between a cowbell and a goat bell, but I can tell now. And I've been testing myself, and so far I've been right. But anyway, today was a good day. And I would say I wish you were here, but this ride ain't for everybody, that's for sure. It's a freaking challenge. Kudos again to Joanne. I can't believe she did this 2.5 years ago. This ride is really hard, and I guess I'm more out of shape than I was, but I'm a whole day ahead on our time now. And we took a lay day in Todos Santos, which I'm not planning on doing, so I should be in the end 2 days ahead, and if I can make it from Todos Santos to Ventana in 1 day, I'll be 3 days ahead. That's very unlikely. I mean, the tequila will have to be really good for that leg if I make it in 1 day. Because I got to go over this mountain range again from west to east this time. Next time. Today was kind of from south to northwest, the way the mountain is laid out. But it's more west to east next time, day after tomorrow. Anyway, I'm all alone, so I thought I'd talk to you guys here while I got. I talked to the waiter in the restaurant where I had chilaquiles for breakfast and charged up my phone about halfway. And my phone will be dead when I leave here in the morning, but there's the road, so I know where I'm going. And there's the beach, and I can hit the beach, and it's actually a lot more complicated. There's a lot of roads. But it's downhill for a good ways in the morning, so that means I can charge my phone just like I did this morning, because when I woke up this morning I had a 1% charge of my phone. The backup battery was dead, but I had a lot of downhill, so I didn't use my phone. So if you're looking for me on Strava, it ain't going to be there. I didn't use my phone until I came to a fork in the road where I wasn't sure, and I turned my phone on, and by that time it had built up a little charge, because my front hub is a generator, but you got to be going like over 6 miles an hour to have it make electricity. And you know, when I'm pushing the bike up hills, walking, it ain't making electricity. And that was yesterday. It was all freaking, well, from Las Frailes to where I camped was deep sand and big climb. I think
from sea level up to, I don't know, I'll take a guess, 1,400 feet, something like that. I don't know, probably 800 feet, I don't know. But it seemed like it was climbing all day long. And then you get these little dips, you know, it's these dips, and they don't even count when you look at the, you know, ride with GPS things, the dips don't count. And I'll think, oh, I guess they do. But with the way I look at the graph, where's the top? And it doesn't count on that. Are you bored enough? Did I say I'm all alone here? And I talked to the waiter? And that's about it? And the guy I bought tequila from? And potato chips. I was cramping yesterday. Really bad. It's because I don't have any salt. No salt. You know, I forgot to bring the salt. And can't find pickles. I buy pickles and drink the juice, but I can't find them. I only come to a store once a day. This is a pretty back roads route. It's part of the Baja Divide I'm doing right now. The beginning and the end are different. They're my own, and they're harder than the Baja Divide. But this part in the middle is all strictly Baja Divide. Love you guys. Let's see, where's the camera? I should be looking over there. Love you guys. That's weird. Uh-oh, mosquitoes. I have $15 candles. I used them last night, and they worked. Because when they burned out, the mosquitoes showed up. That was around 4 a.m. And I have them tonight. And I was thinking it was going to be too windy here, but it's like gusting 1 knot. And the rest of the time it's calm, so. Bike riding, it's good for you. See. Good morning. Day 6. Ended up spending 2 nights and a day, a lay day in Todos Santos. And now I'm on my way to El Triunfo. Big day, 3,500 feet of climbing, or 4,500 or something, whatever it turns out to be. And home tomorrow if all goes well. There's the Hotel California. Not from the Eagles song, not if you ask the Eagles. But it sure fits. Alright, see you guys. Welcome back to the Sierra de Laguna. I haven't been up here for 2 days. It's a beautiful place. Get ready to climb. Alright, we're going to try this again. Because I wasn't recording, as usual. I've been here talking to you guys for 5 minutes, explaining what's going on, and there was all these horses right here a second ago. Well, 5 minutes ago. I petted one horse. I'll try and call him. Yeah, he's coming back. Come here. I'll go over there. Hold on. Put the bike down. Bike weighs about 100 pounds. See if I can pet this horse again. This black one, I pet this black one here. The others ran away. Anyway, so about 5 miles back that way. I'm going that way. Come here. I come to a metal gate, a closed metal gate, and there's also a fork in the road at the same place. So I stay there. Hey, come here. Don't go away, come here. Need some animal loving. And I don't want to walk up behind you, even though you're not a donkey.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, there's the other ones. So I come to this gate and a fork in the road. I pull out my phone to see which way I'm supposed to go. And two motocross riders on motorcycles come up on the other side of the gate. They get off, ooh, thanks. They get off their bikes and start opening a little stick and barbed wire gate next to the real gate. And the first motorcyclist says, "Hey Phil, didn't expect to see you here." And I didn't know if I heard him right. Couldn't be. I don't know anybody that rides motocross up here that I know of. I mean, this ain't the Bay Area. I don't know that many people, and I'm 40 miles from home. And so they come through the gate and they ride up next to me. And he goes, "I didn't expect to see you here." And I go, "Who is that?" Because I can't see these guys. They're fully helmeted and goggles and covered. He goes, "It's Kevin." I go, "Hey, Kevin." Last time I saw Kevin, he was landing my kite on the beach in front of Joe's. That was a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And so he lives in La Ventana. He's a local businessman and nice guy. Really like him. And anyway, so they say, "Hey, there's two other divide riders ahead of you. It's two girls, but they're not on fat tires like you are, fat tires. And it's really sandy ahead, so you're going to catch them." So right back down this hill about 2 miles, they could roll up any minute because I've been here a while. There's these two girls filling their water bottles in a stream. And so I stop and I go talk to them. And yeah, they're doing the Cape Loop. Both for the first time. Anna and Aaron. Anna's done the whole Baja Divide, but didn't do the Cape Loop portion of it. A lot of people do that. They do the rest of it, not the Cape Loop. And the other, Aaron hasn't done it at all, any of it, I guess. And so we talked for a bit, and turns out they're headed to La Ventana. They're not going to La Paz. That's what the official route does, but they're going to La Ventana, what I do. And so they got a place to stay. They got friends there. But I told them where I live, told them to stop by. And so that's cool. That's cool. And also, I'm on top of the mountain range, going up and down now. There's a lot of steep climbing still. I got about 20 miles to go to El Triunfo. And then there's 27 miles from there to home, La Ventana, which is tomorrow. But I've climbed up to the top today. There's more climbing, but I'm about as high as I'm going to get. And today was a lot easier. I think it's more elevation than day 2. But day 2, like I said, was just sand, 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 and climb, climb, climb. And that sandy, when you leave Los Frailes, it's deep sand on that road until 800 feet. I said it was either 500 or 700. It's deep until 800 feet. And it says that in the divide description, and I can verify that. It's just miserable. So, and it's day 2 for me. So it's actually when you leave Los Frailes, that part, because I don't, the official route of the Baja Divide is not what I do. I start it kind of in the middle, and I don't do the beginning or the end. I do my own beginning and end. So it's day 2 for me is not day 2 for other people. So it's when you leave Los Frailes, that day sucks. In my opinion, that is the worst day. Because I said on that day, that night, I said it was that day or this day are the worst, and I would let you know. Well, this day is not bad at all. I think there's more climbing this day, but it's more enjoyable climbing because it's just like roads like this. So there you go. I'm having a good day. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's Monday, and this beat's working. It beats working. So if all goes well, home tomorrow. If all goes well, El Triunfo tonight before the restaurants close, because I could use a cold beer. I have not had. Well, okay, I had a cold beer yesterday and the day before when I was in Todos Santos. But I could go for another one right now. But I got about 20-something miles to go. See ya. Bye. El Triunfo. I feel like I'm home. Only I think it's 27 miles from here, the way I go, which is not the pavement. Sweet. can't seem to get my lens clean. I don't have any rags that aren't soaking wet from sweat. Anyway, home for the night. A little further down the arroyo than Joanna and I camped at 2.5 years ago. Same arroyo. But I picked it because of that rock. I can sit on that rock, which is comfortable. I've tested it. And I can sit on the sand right there and lean against it and even have an armrest. And I can look at the beautiful sunset on the mountain. And there's the moon. Center screen. It's going to be a starry night. So I just got here. I haven't set up camp yet. So I ate a lot of food and drank 1 beer and a lot of agua mineral at Cafe El Triunfo. Talked to Mark again, the owner. Seems like I talk to him every time I go there now. And then leaving, I went across the street to the market to that center. That red triangular bag is filled with water. So I went across the market to fill that up with water. And as I pulled up there were the 2 girls, Anna and Emma. They had just arrived, so I got there about 1 hour and 45 minutes or so ahead of them. Due to the fat tires, we all knew that. They talked about that. They said they were very jealous of the fat tires because they were pushing for 1 hour and 45 while I was eating and drinking. So make your own choices. I like fat tires. So, I don't think I'm very far from a house. I think there's a house right up here, but it's cool. I'm not sure if there's a house there or not. But one of the prerequisites for picking a campground around here is you don't want fresh cow patties. Those are on the verge of being fresh. That's a dry one. Fresh ones got flies. There's no flies here. So I'm going to kick these further away, but there doesn't seem to be any flies here. There's other bugs. I can feel them. Oh yeah, I can see them on my legs. But anyway, you know, there's a lot of bugs here. It's Baja. So those girls were going back. They detoured to El Triunfo. They weren't going through like me. They're going back, tracking to Highway 3, which is a dirt highway, which is the official divide route. And then they're going to take that. And they said, they might get to La Ventana tonight. And I said, no, you're not, because I'm not. And I'm going the direct route. And I ain't getting there. And there's no way in hell. You guys would be lucky to make it back to Highway 3 by dark. But anyway, they were in search of avocados. And there's no real grocery store in El Triunfo. So I sent them over to the El Triunfo Cafe. I said, they got avocados. I'm sure they'd sell you some. So I don't know how that'll work out. But anyway, it's been a great day. I'm only like now, I should have looked, but I would estimate I'm 22 miles from home. And I got about 1,200 feet of climbing to do and about 3,000 feet of descending to do tomorrow. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, great, great. One of the great things is that when I get out of this arroyo and up on top of these hills, I'm going to go up over these hills here in the morning. And then I go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. But then there comes a point, Joanne remembers this, where you can look down and see La Ventana. So you can't pick it out, but you could see our house. And that makes it so much better. And then there's a long, scary, deep, sandy descent. It's not scary for me because I'm going to let down to about 4 pounds of, three or 4 pounds of pressure in those tires and just float on top and haul ass. And I cannot wait to do that final stretch tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye. Alright, good morning. It's a final day. Day 6 of being on the road. No, day 7 of being on the road. 6-day riding. And I'm getting my first sighting of La Ventana. 15 miles to go.